Yeah, I think he'll excel. I mean, the only criticism of Matt Riley over his time at Celtic, when you think of the top level, initially, how did Celtic get him? As athletically, is he going to be athletic enough to play a top level in English football? I think he's proved in the Champions League that he's at that level. He's delivered big performances, big assists at that type of level, and just watching him against Chelsea, you think of the money they've spent over the years. I know it's a pre-season friendly, but you're watching Matt Riley and thinking he's as good as some of these young guys that they're spending the 50s and 60 millions. And Brighton's recruitment's spot on.
Yeah.
They've done the homework, and I think he'll fit like a glove to that football club, and I think it'll suit the way he plays football.
Leicester City are among the clubs monitoring Reo Hatate. This has been mentioned a few times. The 26-year-old Japanese international. You couldn't imagine him going, Grego. If it looks as though Matt Riley's going in the next few days, they couldn't possibly sell.
No, you wouldn't have thought so, Paul. Look, I mean, you don't. You certainly know, and you're prepared for movement within your squad. I don't think you're prepared to potentially lose two of your starting three in midfield there that have had such a huge impact. So, you know, there is a strategy behind moving your players on, and I just at this moment in time probably think that Hatate will spend a little bit more time at Celtic, and it might be next year, a little bit further down the line before that movement would happen.
The Hatate situation is different to Riley. Reo Hatate's off the back of a really injury hit season. I think Matt Riley, he's just got better and better. And unfortunately for Celtic, at the moment they can't compete financially with Premier League. It's now time for him to go. I think Reo Hatate, I'm not surprised if he'd be interested in going to Premier League. I think that's part of the reason he'd have came to Celtic in the first place, have a strong couple of years and impress down the road and move to Premier League. But he needs to have a season probably hitting the levels Matt Riley hit and staying fit for the full season, then potentially move there next summer.
I've probably got my doubts with Hatate in terms of Premier League football.
Really?
Yeah. Again, you know, for me, like Bundesliga, something like that would suit him better. Again, just watching the opening round of games and the tempo and the intensity. And look, he's technically very good, but you need to be able to cover the grass as well. And I don't know whether he's got that
physicality,
capacity, and again, and then looking at O'Reilly. Look, O'Reilly's not going to be one of those ones that is going to run about all over the park. But where he's different is the spaces that he takes up, his awareness, the space that he can create and make things happen for. You know, not every player runs all over the place, Paul. Some are just really intelligent players, and I think O'Reilly is more that type.